All right, I got it.
That went right in my ear.
Good. I want you to. I hope you smell it from your ears. Chimpanzee was hung in front of a live crowd. I'm like, oh god, it just gets worse from here.
And welcome to Bunt Buddies. We're here. We're live. What? We're 4 weeks in now in MLB. At the time of recording,
like a
because
month.
you guys know, you say it all the time, but we're a week behind, and that's all right because it's better late than never, right? Well, guys, let's start this off. What are we all wearing today?
I'm wearing a blue. I'm finally wearing the blue Mets jersey. You both wore your blue ones already, so I finally jumped on the bandwagon. There's no player on the back because it was $20 because that's when they switched to the Nike jerseys. I was like, blank $20 Mets jerseys. F it, I'll buy it.
You got the hat to match.
Yeah, all blue, baby.
All swagged out.
Thanks, man. I needed that. Thanks.
I got my Carlos Correa shirt on.
Boo! You're a f***ing cheater.
Producer Josh, get him a trash can, please. I'm here. I'm wearing my Shohei Ohtani jersey because, you know, that's my guy. I love him. I love him like
You
no
just
one
wear
else.
it every week.
I was like, I'm pretty sure this is like your third time
My
wearing
second,
it. Third. It's your third.
I love him. And I'm wearing my my Mets hat today, too. Just to know. Something a little different. I got my hoodie on because Hoodie Lindor made an appearance this week. Since I am the one hosting today, I have a little bit of a thing I like to do. Started the same way, and I see the flashbacks in Anthony's eyes. So
I don't wanna.
3, 2, 1.
It got into my open wounds in my hands and it burns.
Alrighty, as Pinoy already suggested, we are a month into the season, which means I thought this would be a good time to catch up with some of our preseason predictions from the first episode. The first episode, we all made some preseason predictions for the end of season awards and some big winners. So a month in, way too soon to tell, because we're getting a full 162 this year. So I'm going to just remind you of who you chose, because I'm sure you forgot some of them. And then you tell me, on a scale of 1 to 5, how good are you feeling about this prediction?
You have no comment about this?
I'm going to see how long you guys just let this play out.
I was waiting for him to notice, but he just
The moment's
kept it
gone. Moment's
pushing.
gone. It's gone.
You ruin everything.
Go ahead.
We'll start off with the Cy Youngs. Anthony, you chose Mr. Jacob deGrom for National League
I'm
Cy
feeling
Young.
6 out of 5 because he has a .31 ERA and has given up 1 run in 4 starts
A home run.
Yeah. That was, that was only mistake.
to Jazz Chisholm.
And that was his only L this year.
And he has more RBIs than runs allowed. For the love of God. Like,
But do you know how crazy that is? You only give up 1 run all year in 4 starts, and you're 2-1.
and it was to a guy named Jazz.
Jazz is killing it.
Oh, he is.
He's going crazy.
I like him.
But that's like,
But
that's
his
his
name
only
also
mistake.
me because I keep calling him Jism. And I'm just like, wait,
But that was the only mistake DeGrom made all year is that one pitch for the home run. That's the only mistake he's made.
It wasn't even a mistake. That was a well-placed pitch. He freaking turned on 100 high. It's like, who does that?
Does DeGrom lead the league in strikeouts?
No, he does not. Bieber leads
Shane
the league
Bieber
in
does.
strikeouts.
Who's also
Yeah.
Who is your AL Cy
Cy
Young?
Young. I'm feeling a 5 as well. Bro, I don't miss.
It's weird. What
pitching
Shane
Cy Youngs.
Bieber, I was looking at the stats. That 2.48, I felt like, I don't remember him giving up that many runs this
He
year.
got into a couple of
he
jams.
gave up like 3 runs in like
Yeah.
2 straight starts.
I don't remember.
He got into a couple of early jams, but he always manages to get out of them with strikeouts.
I was going to say by
Yeah.
striking them out.
He's picking up right where he left off from the Cy Young. He's going crazy in the AL.
Bieber's nasty. And how old is he? He's mad young. He's like
27?
26
at the
something like
most.
that.
Producer Josh, check it out.
25.
That's
Oh.
crazy.
Even younger.
Oh, my
He's
God.
so young and killing it. All right, my National League Cy Young pick was Yu Darvish, who I feel decent. I feel like so about. I'll give it like a 4 on terms of my confident rating. He's not getting as many strikeouts as I'm used to Darvish getting, which is why I thought he would kind of be. I thought he'd be up there by now, but I guess he's still getting used to that division.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. He's got a decent ERA and he's got a good whip. So I like it. Every start I've checked out of his because I'm watching a lot of Padres games, as I think a lot of people are.
Yeah,
Has been pretty good to great. He's just not getting those strikeouts right now. But I'm gonna give him a 4. I think he'll warm up.
You Darvish jersey coming soon. Not because I want to,
Oh, that's right.
because I have to.
That's right. For anyone who doesn't know, which is everybody.
Yeah. Pretty much an insider, but
Anytime Anthony or I play MLB The Show, if someone gets no hit they have to get the pitcher's T-shirt, and if someone gets perfect gamed, they have to get the pitcher's jersey.
And the only person who's had to do that is me. Because MLB The Show likes to shaft me every single goddamn time. It's not even, no, don't interrupt me. I'm angry at this video game because of the way it likes to just full-fledged fist my asshole with no lube and brass knuckles, and how Gabe just dive, barrel rolls, quadruple cartwheel catch out. But then Gabe just bunts it, and my third baseman has a heart attack on the line hit. I lose it. Now I don't have it. And I've gotten this. I've literally kissed it right on the lips, just mwah, with Garrett Cole, with Giolito, with DeGrom, with. But then Gabe just gets out of it at the last minute. While meanwhile, I get no hit by Lucas Giolito, who I like very much, and then he perfect games me with the Chicago. Who the hell was I?
I don't remember.
Who were you?
And also, if you get 3 home runs with a batter, you have to buy their T-shirt. Or if you hit for the cycle with a batter, you have to buy their jersey. And we've gotten very close. You were, a single away with Jesus Aguilar?
That was infuriating. I was a single away with Jesus Aguilar and a home run away with
But
Pete Alonso.
I rage quit that game. He got a triple with Pete Alonso. That's how bad MLB The Show shafts me.
Anyway, you Darvish, I give you a 4. I'm a Cy
Yeah,
Young
you're killing it, bro.
confidence rating.
Yeah, you're going crazy.
I also took Ryu in the AL.
We went all Asian.
He is
I like that.
he's got me a little less confident. He just looks above average. He doesn't look stellar. I'm giving him a 3. I think he'll keep holding down that Toronto rotation. But I am afraid of guys like the Yankees heating up any second now and smacking him around.
And the Rays. And the Red Sox.
Well, the Rays have been. Yeah, exactly. They have a lot of rotations there, lineups there that don't make me feel too great. So I'm going to give Ryu a 3. I'm going to pause on Ryu.
Are your top 3 AL pitchers Ryu, Maeda, and Ohtani?
Yes. Pinoy, your NL Cy Young pick was Max Scherzer. How are you feeling about Max Scherzer?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'll ride him at about a 4.5 out of 5. I'm so confident. He's 1-1. Doesn't look amazing for Mad Max, but in 4 games he has a 1.8 ERA.
Wins mean nothing.
I would say
hate
so.
wins.
Shouldn't
Like-
that mean it's still looking amazing? Wins mean nothing.
Yeah, wins mean absolutely nothing.
If you think wins matter, turn this off, go home, look at the mirror, and call yourself a dick. You have a 1 ERA because you
Yeah.
you walk in 1 run a game. But that's the only run.
But yeah,
and
but
you
you're
go
like,
0
what?
and 20. You therefore, in a lot of people's minds, don't deserve Cy Young.
4.5 out of 5. I'm comfortable with Mad Max being my NL Cy Young.
I feel like he's been a very silent slayer because the Nationals
'Cause
have
Nationals
just
is
been
bad.
hot garbage. I love to
Because
see
Juan
it. but
Soto's out, so there's
The
no one
Nats have
else.
been not clicking.
Ryan
I
Zimmerman.
mean, most of the NL East has not.
Yeah, Ryan
Have
Zimmerman's
the-
age is starting
have
to
the
show.
Mets played Scherzer yet? No, correct.
No.
Ha ha ha.
And then my AL Cy Young, it's Shane Bieber, who's again killing it. Shane
Shane Bieber.
Bieber.
Hype
We
train?
went on Bieber.
We on that hype
You're,
train.
you're giving that a what?
I'm
5
sitting at
along
a
with,
yeah.
Mr. Anthony?
I'll say
very
4.5. I'll say
confident.
4.5.
All right.
I'll ride 4.5 both ways.
All right, so let's move down to the MVP. Your MVP for the National League, Anthony, was Mr. Fernando Tatis. So how are you feeling about Tatis?
Well, Tatis,
Lots to break down there.
you know, he was out with an injury, and people were like, "Yo, where's Tatis? Where's Fernando Tatis Jr.? You know, he's pretty much the new face of the MLB." And you know, man's got hurt. He literally swung a bat so hard he like tore his shoulder because he's built different. But he came back this weekend against the Dodgers, which was honestly like watching basically a World Series matchup, or technically an NLCS matchup. And he hit 5 home runs
Yeah.
in 3 games, including 2 off of Clayton Kershaw, who's been doing well this year.
2 off of
of
Bauer.
Trevor Bauer, who's doing really well this
You,
year.
Trevor Bauer.
I like you, Trevor Bauer.
I hate you.
I like you. First Cincinnati Reds pitcher to ever win Cy Young. So Tatis has come back stronger than ever, and with that hype building up around him, everyone is watching Fernando Tatis. Everyone's
true.
always looking at. The one problem I will give is, good God in heaven, is he making errors left and right. He leads the MLB in errors with
Yeah.
9.
9. As of this shooting, 9.
What I think it is, I think the errors are more in just him being like a very young, antsy, hyped up. He's trying to rush the plays real quick, you know what I'm saying? Like he's thinking
He's a big dude to play shortstop.
He is.
I think he's thinking too far ahead, and he's so like just like amped. Like literally, imagine like a crack addict or like a coke, like someone on just like who railed like a foot of coke, and like he's just too ramped up. So he's just like f***ing up left and right. You know what I think would be interesting if the Padres experimented and switched Tatis and Machado and moved Tatis to third and Machado back to shortstop and see how that would work out and see if Tatis would actually perform a little bit better at the hot corner versus shortstop. He's definitely not going to win Gold Glove by any means because the 9 errors have pretty much tossed him right out the window already.
It's gone.
And it's April. But I still feel really confident. He's heating up. He's getting out of that injury thing. He's working really well for someone who practically tore his goddamn shoulder. So I'm feeling good. I'm giving it a 4. Yeah, I'm gonna say a 4. Even though Ronald Acuna and Jacob DeGrom are also probably those are the big top 3 right now.
See, my whole thing with Tatis is I just don't want him to turn into that like stereotypical power hitter where he's hitting for power. He's getting like the extra base hits, but his average takes a huge hit, and it's starting to show a little bit with the 246. But it's like I hope he starts to pick it up with that average because I feel like he can.
He's been striking out like a.
He's like Javier Baez, who's like he strikes out a lot, but when he makes contact, it's crazy. So I hope he changes that or he plays more to that as his strength.
Yeah, Baez's numbers have been terrible. Your AL MVP, Anthony, was Tim Anderson, who's getting back from injury as well.
Yeah, my guys like to get injured.
Thank God.
Tim Anderson is also doing well after coming back. I feel like he's the most disrespected shortstop in the MLB, in my opinion. Whenever they put out these top 10 lists, they always put him at like the very lower half. And I'm like, look, you're going to tell me Tim Anderson is not top 5 when he's a batting title threat every year? And they're like, nah, bro, sorry, I don't know what the tell you. Like his defense. And I'm just like, bro, stop disrespecting TA7. Like, give the credit where credit is due. He's killing it right now after coming back from injury with batting over 300, cranked a home run here and there. He's just, he's helping a Red Sox team, Jesus Christ, a White Sox team that is just, sometimes can struggle, especially with the big guys, haven't been doing as well. Jose Abreu starting to heat up now, finally. Mercedes is killing it still. So
he's still going crazy.
It's beautiful.
How he hasn't slowed down.
Luis Robert is just today got put on the IL, I think the 10-day.
All right, so what number are you giving your confidence in TA7, Tim Anderson?
Just because the AL has so many
ridiculous.
High MVP. I'm going to give him like a 3.
All right, fair enough. Well, Panoy, your National League pick, it switched in the episode. In the beginning of the episode, you said Machado, and then you said you were pulling the money in the bank like last minute.
You pussy.
Yep.
And you went Francisco Lindor. So how are you feeling about Hoodie Lindor?
Right now it's looking a little slow.
I would say so.
It's looking slow, but
a little.
Lindor has a tendency to do this. He starts off a little slow to start the year, and gradually he starts to pick it up. And by the end of the season, he's going crazy.
I hope so.
That's gonna happen. It happens every year.
New
so
team, new environment.
I'm not worried about it. Once he settles in,
Is New York really that different from Cleveland?
Not at all.
No, same place. I think I'll set on a 3.5 for Lindor right now as of recording. 3.5.
Okay, pretty solid. And your AL pick was Aaron Judge. How
well, you know what? My
Judge?
MVPs haven't aged nicely. Let's put it at that. Yeah, I went with the 2 New York boys, and they both let me down.
Well, to give Aaron Judge some credit, yes, his MVP bidding is looking rough, but he's the only one on the Yankees really doing anything. It's like he's him and LeMahieu.
Maybe, yeah. I can't even give it. And Gary Cole. Those are the 3 kind of carrying the Yankees.
In terms of offense.
Yeah, it's just.
So, but what are you feeling confidence-wise in Judge's ability to climb those rankings back up?
I hope he does it for his sake. I hate the Yankees. I hate the Yankees. I'm sorry. I hate you guys. But, I mean, he's batting 250, 4 home runs. His RBIs are really coming off those home runs. His 4 home runs, 9 RBIs. I like to see those RBIs come up a little more. But I'll give him the 3.
Another 3?
When's the last time a New York Yankee won the MVP? Because a New York Met has never won MVP.
I know. That's a good trivia.
When was the last time the Yankees won?
It was probably A-Rod.
You think?
No, A-Rod didn't win MVP. Oh, wait. Yes, he did.
He may have been the last.
He did in 07.
All right, my National League picks, I'll be honest, I went pretty easy on MVP. I went risky on some other things, but I went with some surefire guys in my MVP. So my National League pick was Juan Soto, who's injured. He should be back in a couple days. Mm-hmm. He started off Juan Soto-like, nothing crazy, but, a couple home runs, 8 RBIs, batting 300.
Yeah.
But
Juan Soto being Juan Soto.
Yeah,
the Nationals have to do more as a team, and he has to lead them.
I think he needs to stop shuffling. That's what he needs to do.
I'd rather that not happen for random reasons I can't explain. I just would love if the Nationals would just finish in last place.
So I'm going to give that a solid 4 because I feel pretty good about it still, but still a lot to be seen. On the AL side, I'm going to give that a strong 6 out of 5 because I went Mike Trout, the easiest low. Pick.
6 out of 5 is a little low.
Yeah, it's a little low. It's a little low. 120% sure, but he's breaking all of his first month records. And How is that possible? I don't know. He's getting on base 57% of the time currently. He has a 575 OBP. That means he gets on base 1 in every 2 at-bats. What is that?
It's a Mike Trout year. What
Is
can we
that supposed
say?
to be good?
Like, what else are we supposed to say? It's a Mike Trout year. Mike Trout's having another
Only
Mike
good if you have
Trout year.
1,000.
It's crazy. He's going.
It's stupid. It's like
14 RBIs.
It's unbelievably stupid. But so yeah, I'm gonna give that a solid. Definitely gonna win an MVP again. Rookie of the year. This will be quick.
Just how's
Anthony,
yours?
Sixto Sanchez and Jared Kelenic.
You never miss, huh?
How are they going?
Hey, wait, hold on, Mr. Never Miss.
I don't miss. They have not played yet.
Oh.
Either of them. Sixto Sanchez has been injured since spring training, and the Mariners I'm pretty sure have completely forgotten who Jared Kelenic is. Like he's like that child they didn't want to have. So when he's like, "Hey mom, can I have some candy?" They like look away real quick. You know, they don't want to bring him up. But when they do enter the show this year, 2021, they're gonna kill it. They're gonna win Rookie of the Year. I'm gonna look you dead in the eyes and say, I don't miss.
I mean, there's another Marlins pitcher that's putting up an argument for Rookie of the Year right now. Rogers.
He's very nice right
I
now.
thought it was Trevor Rogers.
Trevor Rogers is looking like he's taking Sixto Sanchez's spot over for Rookie of the Year Marlins pitcher.
Nah, Sixto's gonna come back, like punch him in the gut and be like, "Get the out of
This
here."
is
How confident are you in both of those?
Let's see how much delusion can come out of this
give
one
a number to each.
one number.
2 guys you haven't seen in the majors in 2021. How confident are you that they will still win Rookie of the Year?
Anything higher than a threes cap.
3.
3 each.
I'm gonna keep it
That's
right in the
totally
middle.
fair.
Right in the middle.
I'm going to go ahead and say for Kelenic, because I also had him as my AL Rookie of the Year. I'm going to give that a 4 because no one in the AL rookie conversations are super duper impressing me. Yes, Rosarena, which we could pivot to you. Yes, Rosarena's killing it, but I just have a great feeling about Kelenic. He was supposed to be a Met, but we decided we wanted Roydinson Cano and Edwin Diaz more than him. And I'll never forgive the Mets for that. But Kelenic is going to kill
Edwin
it.
Diaz has been pretty nice.
He's been
That's
pretty
fine,
lights
but
out this
I
year.
would rather have Kelenic. You and I went to Brian Hayes
Yes, we did.
on the National League, and he got hurt almost immediately.
Yeah. Hey, but he has a home run
And
in
he's
his
been
2
out
games.
like almost a month, which is not good.
But you know what he did in those 2 games? He hit 1 home run and 2 RBIs.
Sure.
He's going crazy.
I'm going to give that a solid 2 because there's a lot of National League Rookie of the Year contenders that are just surpassing him in my head.
I'll give him a 3. I'm right in the middle. And then my I kind of took the easy way out here with my AL and Rookie of the Year. I wonder if Andy
Nothing wrong with
Rosarena, who's going crazy again. He started off a little slower to start the season, but now he's starting to pick it up a lot. He's starting to really find his stride. Hey, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. Can't complain about that.
And 2 beautiful
Yeah.
defensive dives.
Yep.
Yeah.
He proves Rays can fly.
I read Rays fans saying, like, he can't play right field very well, but then I watch highlights of the Rays. I watch
He
a
plays
Rays
it very
game,
well.
And I'm like,
He plays
They,
it very
they
well.
move him around a lot. His first crazy catch, right field. His second crazy catch, he was in left field.
He plays the whole outfield.
Whatever.
I mean,
I'll say if they just treat him as like an outfield journeyman, moving his ass around until like
I'm
they
sure
can
if
figure it
you're
out.
one
then-
of the rare diehard Rays fans and you watch them every day, you know a lot more than me, so I'll take your word for it. But every time I tune into the Rays or watch a highlight
He's doing
video,
something good.
He's out there making plays.
He's doing something
all
good.
8 fans of the Tampa Bay Rays.
Although I will say,
You show them some respect.
I will say
I have a Rays hat.
I
don't
will
think
say
you do.
he has a noodle arm. We were talking about noodle arms last week. For someone built that way, he has a noodle arm. And I don't know why, but he does. He can't throw out a runner. All right, next up we have the home run leaders. In the AL, we have Nelson Cruz leading with 7. There's a big logjam of 7 out there right
the
now.
ageless wonder, Nelson Cruz.
Just yesterday, there's an outright MLB/National League leader in Rhys Hoskins.
Who
with
is
8.
what? Hit one every in the last 6 games? Six home runs in 6
he's
games,
on
something like that.
He's on a stupid tear.
He's
right
going
now.
crazy.
But let's start with Anthony once
He's
again.
still trash in my eyes.
Your National League home run leader pick was the same as mine, so we can tag team this one, was Pete Alonso, our very own polar bear.
Homerism.
And he has 5 home runs on the season, 3 in the last 7, so he's heating up. How
Finally.
confident are you in that he will lead the NL once again?
I'm a solid 4. If he can keep up this little hot, he
I'm
just
with
like
you.
just like every other power hitter, he's very, they're very streaky. So as long as his streaks his hot streaks last longer than his cold streaks, he's gonna end up leading again in home runs.
Yeah, I think he can.
What I want to see a little more from him is in the beginning of the season, and especially in spring training, we were all marveling out of his plate discipline and how he was really taking his pitches.
Yep.
He's kind of dipping with that recently.
Threw that right the out the window.
Yeah,
But if he could return to that kind of form and do what he was doing in spring training, I know spring training, but
like I don't know what it was,
the sky's
but
the limit.
he was like on another level on spring training.
We just did some.
He wasn't even hitting like crazy power numbers. He was getting contact, walks.
Yeah.
He was doing it all. I was like,
batting like almost a 300 in spring
no,
training.
he was
like
batting
290.
over a 300.
Yeah, he was going crazy.
At the end, by the end of spring
I
training.
think it was like a 324.
Yeah, he was like a
Crazy.
He was
320,
killing
330
it. Then the
range.
season started. It was just like he was swinging at pitches that were thrown at the fans.
I'll give that a 4 with the confidence level 2. This doesn't matter for home run numbers, but I will say almost all of his home runs have come when we need it most, where we're just climbing back and he'll just
He's
knock
clutch.
one.
He's the
Unlike
definition of
Michael
clutch.
Conforto, who's like the Avatar. When you need him most, vanishes.
Well, he hasn't shown up all season. Let's be real. Well, Mr. Don't Miss, who is your AL home run leader, and how's he doing?
Your AL home run leader was Jorge Soler, and he had 2 home runs, I think, in like the first week.
No, he had one. He just got the second one.
He
not
just-
too
He
long
got the
ago.
first one opening day, and I
Yup.
thought, oh, look, he's going to do it again.
Like how he's doing. I was like, hey, come on. Mr.
Look,
Don't Miss, right?
Shit happens, but the Royals are a very hot team right now.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think they're tied for best record
Yeah, they
in the American League or the MLB.
They're tied in the American League for best record.
Look, give him a
He
second.
misses.
Give him a second.
He
Give him a
misses.
second.
So what's your confidence level?
2.
Oh, but you don't miss. Why not a
2.
5 out of 5?
Look, shit happens.
So you do miss.
No,
You
I
give him a
don't.
5 out of 5.
Just because I'm not confident in it doesn't mean I don't miss.
My AL home run leader was Miguel Sano, and I clearly picked the wrong twin because, wow, he's batting a 111.
Who's his twin?
He has a twin?
He plays on the Twins.
Oh,
I'm
I'm like, who the
I was like,
fuck are you talking
I was
about?
like, what are the
I was like, what's
Sanoas
in
in
the
MLB?
MLB?
I picked the wrong Minnesota Twin.
Thank you.
There you go.
And Miguel Sano is garbage right now. He got hurt with his dumb hamstring.
Yep.
And his dumb average. And
What's his
dumb
average right now?
111.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Awful. He has 2 home runs.
Well, you know
He's
what?
so bad.
2 home runs and a 111
And I had
average.
so
I feel like
much-
those are
Not
his
bad.
only hits.
Yeah.
I had basically, I think he has 4 hits. I'm going to give it, because it's early.
It's early in the season.
I'm not going to dip any of my confidence rankings below a 2, so I'm going to sit him at a 2.
Oh.
But Jesus.
How could you not pick Nelson Cruz?
I didn't think he was going to do. Who thought he was going to do it again? No, you
Why don't you vote for?
Yes,
Why
I
you
did.
use this
You
thing?
thought-
Jorge
you
Soler.
thought Jorge Soler.
I didn't think he was gonna
do it again.
Lead it, but I thought he was going to lead the Twins.
None of it's documented.
Well, you know what? None of your picks are worse than mine. I have a player that hasn't hit a single goddamn home run because he's been hurt. Christian Yelich has not hit a home run because he's been hurt, and at this rate, I don't think he's gonna lead the league because he's been hurt and he hasn't hit a single home run. And if you want to
Even
lead,
before he was hurt, he was
yeah,
not
if
doing
you want
too
if you want to lead the league in home runs, you need to be hitting a lot early on. So I'm at a 0.
Wow.
I'm selling.
You're selling Yelich completely.
He's gonna hit home runs when he comes back, but he's not gonna lead.
He's never going to lead.
He
Okay.
can, he's gonna go and I went with Jose Abreu because from my AL.
Love
Don't
that
give me
guy.
that. You chose Jorge Soler, so I'm gonna
Still my favorite player.
Jose Abreu, who had a slower start but starting to pick up a lot. 5 home runs, very respectable home runs. With
3 in the last week.
I know it's been good.
He's on a hot
It's been
streak.
good. I hope he keeps it up.
I love him.
Finally, rounding out the predictions, we have our World Series winners. So I'll start this way. I've been starting with Anthony every time. Jonathan, you picked the San Diego Padres.
I
They are
did.
13-11 and 3rd place. How are you feeling about the Padres
I'm
World Series chances?
I'm still feeling pretty good. I think they'll start picking it up a lot more now that Tatis is officially back. I think
They got a lot of those Dodgers games
Yep.
out of the way.
And it was honestly that showed a lot that they can really keep up with that kind of caliber of team. They can keep it up, make it interesting, make it fun to watch at that.
Super.
So I think it's gonna be great for the Padres. I think it's only up from here. I'm sitting at a 5. I'm all in on the Padres.
Really think they're going to win the World Series.
I think
Okay.
they will.
I mean, they're definitely World Series contenders.
Yes,
don't get me wrong.
100%.
And
So
they can show they can match up against World Series teams.
Yeah, I can't knock your confidence in them. They are well put
You just
together.
got to wait for them to click a little bit.
So, Anthony, your Chicago White Sox have climbed back out of that hole, are above 500, 2 games behind the Royals in their division. They're looking pretty good. They're on a nice hot streak. Lucas Giolito screwed you. He'll bounce back.
Why do you have to bring that up?
Anyway, what is your confidence level in the White Sox winning that World Series?
4.
Okay.
They're going to win their division. The Royals are going to slow down a bit. They're just on a hot streak right now. The White Sox are definitely a team that's built a hell of a lot better. Their pitching on paper, this is of course all on paper.
Yes, yeah.
This is a lot better. Lance Lynn is hurt right now, but he's going to come back, and he was doing very well before he got hurt. Giolito, after getting punched in the throat that one start, he's going to bounce back. Dallas Keuchel, he's okay. Sometimes he hits, sometimes he misses. Mr. No Hitter. So, solid. The bullpen
it's a mixed bag.
They have probably won't get called up this year, but I'm very excited for when he does. Yoelkis Cespedes in the farm system. Cannot wait. He's literally a 5-tool version of Yoenis.
So Can you imagine them pulling in a Rosarena with him and being like, oh, it's August. We have a 40-man. I mean, we have the expanded rosters for the playoffs. Let's do it. And
they should and he just does it. Complete a Rosarena.
That would be amazing.
I would love every single.
I'll be so
second
happy
of
with that.
Solid 4. The AL is tough, but I think they have what it takes to put a very solid fight.
I still feel fine about the Yankees. It's just the Yankees thing. They're going to climb back out of it. There's no way that they just stick it.
The Yankees thing is to not finish below 500. They will never, for some reason, since 1993, 2, 1.
I think it's like
from the early 90s, they have never finished below 500. Even like the 2014 Yankees, where it was the fucking senior center of the MLB, they still finished over 500. They're going to finish over 500. They'll probably scrape together 85 wins.
What?
They might even make the wild card. I could see them making the wild card, but it all depends because, my God, is everyone on that team
how I know
streak.
that this isn't normal for the Yankees? You have fans throwing shit on the field now, just throwing baseballs at players.
And
it's like
fans could be kind of bratty. They're so used to winning.
And it's like, hey, you see us Mets fans, all we do is we wear bags on our heads sometimes.
We're game over 500, and it's like every win is a World Series victory. Cha-ching.
Well, I'll say that I am pretty confident in the Yankees to pick it all back up. I don't think it's a big issue. I think it sucks that they are in last in batting average. They're batting a 203 as a team, which is dead last in the MLB. But they'll pick it back up because they're the Yankees. They're overpaid, and they'll be able to do it. That's just how it is.
Look, the Yankees were so bad, Jay Bruce was like, I'm not doing this shit, and retired. 2 weeks into the season. 2 weeks into the season, Jay Bruce was like, I'm not dealing with this shit. I'm done.
Well, I'm going to put my confidence in the Yankees at a nice 4.5. Because they're still going to easily make the playoffs.
This is not going to age well. I can tell you that right now.
Make a bet right now who finishes on top of who, or if the Orioles finish on top of the Yankees, or if the Yankees finish on top of the Orioles.
Well, what is the wager?
That the Orioles are going to finish over the Yankees.
The Orioles are going to finish over the Yankees? This is the easiest.
Oh yeah.
This is the
take the
easiest
bomb.
bet in the world.
Take the bomb. Loser has to take the bomb.
No, loser has to take the hustle they don't want because I want him to take Mad Dog because I know he doesn't handle that well.
And so a hot sauce hit on the episode.
Yep. To start the episode off.
Totally fine.
We'll do
All
hot
right,
sauce hit
someone write that down. I know we have it on camera, but
so at the end of the season, one of us is gonna have to do a hot sauce hit before the episode, so they're gonna have to suffer the whole episode.
Yep. And it's not gonna be me because there's no way the Yankees finish below the Orioles.
So he's gonna hand us our T-shirts
while he's going through hot sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna do hot sauce. You're gonna do hot sauce in your new T-shirt.
All right. So that's a great segue. Actually, you made a really dumb bet. That's gonna result in your pain in 20-something weeks.
We're gonna see him take a hot sauce. We're gonna see him take Mad Dog.
That was the third wager made on Bunt Buddies, and let's just catch up with the other two big ones. So Anthony, Pinoy, you guys have a wager amongst the two of you that has $20 on the line, and it is that the Orioles will finish 75 wins.
Now, it's going well.
No, it's not.
The O's are doing pretty good. They're 5-5 in their last 10. So
10
they're
and 12 overall.
Yeah. So
do you know what that's on pace for?
It's on pace for 74, which means I get $20.
You know what? They're gonna pick it up. It's gonna be they can get 75 plus. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be poetic justice when they get exactly 75.
Wait, so hang on real quick. So not only are you gonna have to take hot sauce while you're crying from the hot sauce, you gotta open your wallet and or cell phone and either hand me $20 or Venmo me $20.
Look,
that's beautiful, and I can't wait to get that on camera.
These are a lot of fighting words, and it's gonna come down to me getting $20 while Gabe's in tears and Ant just gonna have to give me $20.
You have a lot riding on the Orioles.
Baltimore, please God, please don't let me down.
Bro, buy a jersey already.
Never
mind. I know what I'm getting you for your birthday.
And
or
Ichiro, Baltimore jersey.
I'll swing for the fences on you.
Why? Your favorite player on the team you're going hard for?
No. No.
Who the hell wants an Ichiro Orioles jersey?
He's not a real Ichiro fan then.
I'll swing for you.
Next up is Mike Yastrzemski.
How's he doing?
Mike Yastrzemski.
Apart from that, I think the highlight of his season was that bunt of the week.
Mike Yastrzemski started off doing so bad, and he's heating up. He's got 4 home runs. He's batting a .215 after starting with like a below 190.
Yeah, and the only award he's gonna get this year is his bunt of the week.
Well, I want to remind you, I never said he would win MVP.
But he's not gonna finish top 5 either.
He's not gonna finish top 10.
We'll see. We'll see.
What was our wager on that one? We get what, t-shirts, right?
You guys get t-shirts of your choice.
We get t-shirts if he doesn't finish top 5. If he finishes top 5, you and I have to go half on a Mike Yastrzemski Giants jersey.
Yeah, t-shirts.
Speaking of which, what color do you want? The orange, the cream, or the black?
We'll figure it out once
We're not
Mike
gonna have to worry about that.
I mean, I know we're not, but I just
Once
like
Mike
ideas.
Yastrzemski is batting at 300 in August, I'll start thinking about it. Well, that was our preseason predictions. Catch up a month later. Now we have Anthony with a special top 10.
I'm Anthony.
No, you're not.
Who the hell am I?
Let's find out.
Hello, I'm Anthony. Welcome to the new segment for Bunt Buddies. Every single month, we're gonna make a new top 10 player of that month list. At the end of the season, we're gonna make a top 10 players of the year. Number 1 getting 10 points and number 10 getting 1 point. The rest, you could figure out. You're a big boy. And here are the top 10 players of the month of April. Coming in at number 10, the Red Baron himself, Justin Turner. He may be about 600 years old in MLB ages at the age of 36, but he's been killing it at the plate, something no one really saw coming, honestly, in my opinion. Maybe the Dodgers fans, but they're crazy. Good on you, Justin Turner. You get 1 point. Coming in at number 9, Pinoy's husband, Shohei Ohtani. Showtime, baby. Now, everyone knows all the hype we've been talking about through all these episodes and how much we love him here at Bunt Buddies. He started off the season red hot, killing it at the plate and pitching. He's cooled off a bit in the last couple weeks, but that still earns him, in the top 10 slot. He's batting about a little over 280, and then for pitching, he has a respectable 3.29 ERA in the limited innings he's been allowed to pitch, along with 23 strikeouts. He's clocking over 100. His control is still a bit of an issue. He's walking everybody and his mother, but that's pretty much it. Everyone who's getting on base is mostly through walks. Everyone else, he's just muscling it through them, and they just can't seem to touch the man that much. Shohei, you're killing it, and I want to see you still kill it. Thank God that you exist in the MLB. 2 points for Shohei. At number 8, Skinny Daddy Vladdy. Vlad Guerrero Jr. comes in at number 8, breaking out. Everyone was, kind of iffy about him, how he was after he was last season. Oh, is he a bust? Is he really going to live up to the name Vlad Guerrero? Well, guess what? 2021, he's doing exactly that. Vlad is killing it at the plate with a batting of .350. He's becoming a contact king at the moment, and he's still hitting for power with 7 home runs. He's anchoring the Toronto Blue Jays offense that it still needs to heat up a bit. They still got some problems, but he's definitely the anchor that's keeping that team alive right now on the plate. Vlad, you get 3 points. Coming in at number 7, Mr. Just Dingers Martinez. JD Martinez is absolutely crushing it, batting over a .340, tied for the MLB lead in home runs, doubles, and RBIs. The man is just a clutch machine. And I have him on fantasy baseball, and I couldn't be happier, to be honest. Thank you, JD. I love you. He's leading the red hot Red Sox right now, number 1 in the MLB. It's pretty self-explanatory. JD is just the man right now, and honestly, he could be one of the most fearsome power hitters still. JD, you get 4 points. Coming in at number 6, the Chicago White Sox own Carlos Rodon, having a insane 0.72 ERA, 36 strikeouts, and a no-hitter to boot. Get it? To boot, because he lost the perfect game, because he hit. You get it. I get it. We all get it. I hope you better have laughed. Right now, he's being a solid backup man to Lucas Giolito, but the way he's been pitching, he might steal that ace spot from Giolito if he keeps being this red hot and dominant. Rodon, we love to see it. Keep it up. You sound like Rodan from Godzilla. I love it. Carlos Rodon, you get 5 points. Coming in at number 5, we're halfway through this, is another Chicago White Sox player. We're going back to back, Yermin Mercedes. He's killing it right now, and honestly, how could you not love the guy's story? Everything he went through to persevere and still make it on an MLB roster. He's batting a .415 right now, 5 home runs and 16 RBIs. The man is just honestly the hottest player on the White Sox offense, which is something they desperately need right now. Hopefully Mercedes can keep it up and make a run for that AL MVP that we would love to see. Yermin, you get 6 points. Coming in at number 4, Mr. Atlanta Brave right now, Ronald Acuna Jr. Oh my God, he might be the most deadliest batter in the National League. He's batting a .341 with a .705 slugging percentage. He's just sending the balls right now. It's insane. 6 doubles, a triple, and tied for second with 8 home runs. Honestly, this is exactly why the Braves are still considered to be the favorite to win the NL East when they have a player like Acuna holding down that lineup. He's also the front runner right now for NL MVP, and honestly, you can't blame the voters. Ronald, you get a nice crispy 7 points. Coming in at number 3, pretty much like this guy's in everyone's every single year. How could you not talk about him? Mr. Mike Trout. Mike Trout is batting a .425, has an OBP of 523. The man is basically a cheat code. I don't understand how every single year, it just seems he gets better and better. He's like a fine wine, and he's only 29 years old. I don't understand it. Genetics don't understand it. Science can't explain it. It's Mike Trout. 6 doubles, 6 home runs, 14 RBIs. He's shattered his records, his first month records. His first month. We're the first month in. No one would be surprised if Mike Trout wins another AL MVP. It feels like every single year, top 2, it's going to be Mike Trout. And guess what 2021 is going to end up being? It's going to be Mike Trout. Mike Trout, you get 8 points. And I wouldn't be surprised if I see you as the MVP for the Bunt Buddies 2021 season. Coming in at number 2, the best pitcher in baseball. It's not an argument. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what your mother says. It's Jacob deGrom. He is not just leading the league, he is dominating the league with a 0.51 ERA, tossing 59 strikeouts. He just previously broke the MLB record for most strikeouts in the first 4 starts with 50. He was this close to breaking the first 5 starts held by Nolan Ryan, but he missed it by literally 1 strikeout. The man, he's not human, he's a machine. He's emotionless, soulless, and I love it because he pitches for my favorite team, the New York Mets. deGrom not only wants to beat you, he wants to embarrass you. He wants to own you, he wants to dominate you. And honestly, I love seeing it every single time. It's too bad the Mets don't understand what it's like to bat. But you know who does? Jacob deGrom, who's gotten a hit every single start he's had this season. He's pretty much carrying the Mets on both offense and pitching. You can't beat Jacob deGrom. There's no way. The only way you can beat Jacob deGrom is get that one lucky solo home run, and then the Mets just don't score, which is about twice already this season. And I can see it probably happening another 10 times. deGrom, you get 9 points. Coming in at number 1, Byron Buxton. Mr. I can do everything better than you. He's batting a .426. He's leading the league in slugging with an .897. That's, for people who don't really know stats like that, that's ungodly. That's broken. That's not fair. That's like you turn the MLB The Show difficulty on rookie and put your power rating to a 99. I don't understand it. Chef's kiss. It's beautiful. He's also leading an OPS with a 1363. This man is pretty much constantly on base because of some sort of extra base hit. He has 8 doubles, 8 home runs. The man has just been red hot at the plate. When pitchers go to sleep at night, they check under the bed for Byron Buxton right now. That's how ridiculous the man is being. And not only is his bat hot, his glove is hot. If you're an MLB player and you hit a ball into the outfield while playing the Minnesota Twins, Byron Buxton probably already made a diving catch and stole a hit away from you. There's nothing I could do about it. There's nothing you could do about it. Byron Buxton is just selfish, and he wants to take the hits away from you and only get the hits for himself. Byron Buxton, let's see if you can keep being hot and be the MVP, because so far you were the best player for the first month of the MLB season. Byron Buxton, you get 10 big points. Real quick, we have some honorable mentions. This list was actually incredibly hard to make, believe you not. We cried about 6 times trying to figure it out and fought making the top 10. Trust me, Jonathan was not happy. Shohei was number 9. But here are some honorable mentions. First one is Mr. Shane Bieber. He leads the league in innings pitched and strikeouts. The only reason why he didn't make the top 10 is honestly because his ERA is a little bit close to 3. And that's a bit much when you have other pitchers who are below 1, for God's sakes. The man is still dominating. He's been getting roughed up a little bit, but he always seems to get out of it by striking you out, quite obviously. He's still a powerhouse machine, and there's still plenty of baseball left for him to lower that ERA while only getting those strikeout numbers higher. Shane Bieber, maybe next month you'll crack the top 10. The other honorable mention, another pitcher. I have him in fantasy baseball, and I love him very much. Mr. Tyler Glasnow. Pitching a 176 ERA is very impressive. His strikeout numbers are no joke either, with 56 strikeouts. The man is just a tall drink of water that will strike you out. He leads the league in lowest opponent batting average with 144. No one can get a hit on this guy. It's kind of ridiculous. I fought to get you on the top 10, but I got outvoted. Nothing I can do. You're my number one pitcher on fantasy baseball, and I couldn't thank you enough for that. Last but not least, the final honorable mention, Mr. Ageless Wonder himself, the man who saw Jesus be born, the man who fought the dinosaurs himself, Nelson Cruz. Nelson Cruz, at the ripe age of 792, is batting a .329 with 2 doubles, 7 home runs, and 19 RBIs. The man still has plenty of pop for those old wrinkly bones. It's like watching the Mona Lisa get up and get a cup of coffee while the painting is still there. And that was the top 10 players of April. Tune in at the end of every month to see who cracked our top 10 list and who will eventually be crowned the 2021 Bunt Buddies MVP. Thanks for watching.
We hope to keep bringing you more of those best players of the month. As we bring them every month, we hope that at the end of the season, we can give you a Bunt Buddies MVP. No AL, no NL. There's one best player in MLB, and we'll figure out who that is. Producer Josh has a game for us today. Let's hear what we got.
Today we have what I like to call best player by age. So I'm going to show you a bunch of slides of players from the ages 22 to 41.
Who would you rather have on your team age 22?
They both have amazing hair, too. Frosted tips. Well, for me, I guess I'll leave this one off. I think for me at 22, I'm going to go with Fernando Tatis just because he started off super hot when he first came up and he kind of carried over. Vlad started off slow his first year and he's trying to pick it up now.
He's doing
good
right
for that
now.
reason, I'm going with Tatis.
I'm going to go Tatis only because of the position. I love me a good shortstop. He is, right now, a decent shortstop with great offensive ability, and I'm confident he'll shape that up, but I'm going to go Tatis as well.
You know what? I'm not going to hop on the bandwagon. I'm going to shake it up a bit. I have his jersey. I wore it on it last episode, actually.
Yes, you did.
Episode 4. And I'm going to go with Skinny Daddy Vladdy. All right? Because, you know, people are disrespecting Vlad Jr., and I feel like he's really picking it up. Not only that, but also you got to think about the coaching their fathers provide. And I'd much rather have Vlad Guerrero coach me than Fernando Tatis. Vlad Jr. is showing that he probably is going to be a little bit less injury prone.
I hope so.
Tatis is already got hurt, already had a shoulder injury, and at shortstop, you know, that's a very injury-prone position if you look at the history of shortstops. But yeah, no, I'm going to go with Vlad Guerrero Jr. You know, and if you look at his stats right now, he's killing it. He's doing really well, and people are ignoring him.
But it's really close. These are two electric players. 22 years old is ridiculous.
You can't go wrong with either.
No.
If you had either or on your team,
you're fine.
Oh, holy shit.
I got 23 years old. Got a ton.
All right, so we got Bo Bichette, Juan Soto, you know my vote, Jazz Chisholm, Akil Badu, who's just killing it,
Yeah.
Sixto Sanchez, and Ian Anderson.
Sixto.
This is hard.
This is very hard.
Was it harder to not say Jism?
No, that's all you. Bo Bichette, another kid.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Juan Soto, going to be the best player in the game very quickly. Jazz Chisholm is crazy good out the gates. Same with Akil Badu. Ditto on that. Sixto, I mean, he looked great. We'll see. Ian Anderson, nothing but potential that I hope busts because he's on Atlanta.
Again,
I'm going Juan Soto.
So you hope that one rival busts, but the other one does well?
Well, Juan Soto's just
actually
one of the most fun players to watch.
3 of the rivals do, you know, moderately. You know.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 of these are NL East rivals. Oh, God. Well, I'm going to go with Jazz Chisholm. I had to really concentrate to say that right. Jazz Chisholm.
Say it right.
I said Chaz, didn't I?
You're saying Chaz Chisholm.
Yeah, I said,
you're giving him 2 C's so that way you don't say any of the J because you usually Chisholm.
All right. Jazz Chisholm is going to be the leader.
Yo, you know his middle name is Prince?
That's boss.
He earned my vote. He's
so
gonna
just
be the
call
one.
him Prince Chisholm. So you don't.
That's Prince. That's
Unless he doesn't like that, then sorry. I
you're
apologize.
Prince.
He has
You're Prince.
cleats with the Prince on it.
That's so baller.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Jazz is awesome.
What's his walk-up
it
song?
Sucks he's in Miami. But
If his walk-up
Rain.
song isn't Purple Rain or like
That would be
or
awesome.
like When Doves Cry, any Prince song.
It has to be Purple Rain.
It
I'm
sucks
going
he's in
Jazz.
Miami because NL East, not because I dislike
But he's
Miami
doing-
for
he's
any
doing
reason.
really
I
well.
like the Marlins, so
He's doing really well, so I'm going with Jazz.
I'm gonna go Badu. He's
Fair
killing
enough,
it. You know, he's taking.
You like Bichette.
I do really like Bo
That's
Bichette.
surprising. So you say the best player at the age 23 right now is Akil Badu? That is what you're saying to me?
Right here in the Ojos. I didn't want to pull out the accent for that. Yes.
That's
Badu.
crazy. And you're telling me the best player at age 23 right now is Jazz Chisholm.
Yep, because
I'm
once
buying in on the hype.
What?
You got to buy in on the hype.
hype train
Badu
only.
is just killing it
He's
right
going
now.
crazy.
He came out of nowhere. Like, he had a hot
Yes,
spring training. But people are like, oh, he's going to cool down.
Everyone's
He's
like,
going
that's
to
just
suck
spring
balls.
training.
The Tigers didn't
You're
even,
right.
like, start him to open the season. And then it's just boom, boom, boom. He's literally carrying the Tigers. You can only win so many games by yourself as a baseball player, and he's the reason they have 7 wins. So.
Age 24.
Ooh.
We have Ronald Acuna Jr.,
Shit. I don't know who I'm gonna
Ozzy
go with.
Albies, Dustin May, Yordan Alvarez, and Luis Robert. This is hard.
I'm stuck between two.
Me too. What are your two?
Ronald Acuna and Yordan Alvarez.
Same.
Those are my two.
Who are your two?
Well, it's the White Sox Cuban love. You know, I got to
Okay.
get the 2 Cubans, and they're Jordan and Luis Robert.
Alright.
And then Acuna is just killing it. It sucks because he's on the Braves, but you cannot deny how absolutely buck nasty that
And he's
man
been
But you
is.
can't say that about Soto.
He's
Who it's
trash.
equally
Acuna
as
is
true for.
better than Soto.
I disagree, but it is close.
How many years has Acuna been like top tier now in a row? 2, 3 years in a row?
3 years?
Tree.
Yeah, I think for that I'm gonna go with Ronald Acuna.
And then we have Ozzy Albies, who's overhyped, and then Carrot Top, who's pretty good as well.
Carrot Top is very
Dustin
good.
May is pretty good.
Yeah, he's really good.
I like Ozzy Albies, but he's been having a shitter this year, so I'm going with Ronald Acuna. I love Yordan Alvarez. I love him a lot. He wasn't part of the cheating Astros, and ever since he's played, he's been really good. But
I just loved how he was Randy Arozarena before Randy Arozarena. The way he was
Yeah.
hot in the 2019 World Series that the Astros lost to the Nationals.
But I have to give it to Ronald Acuna. He's just been too good.
I got to give it to Acuna too. Like a 40-30 player threat. Like haven't seen that
I'd
in forever.
argue he's a 40-40.
He's a 40-40 threat.
25. We got Gleyber Torres, Alec Boehm, Eloy Jimenez, Chris Paddock, Alex Verdugo, and Pablo Lopez. This is an interesting list. These are the best 25 players. I mean, I'm not like crapping on any of them, but
I am. I don't like any of them.
Boehm is looking nice. Verdugo is super underrated in my opinion. Pablo Lopez is being good. Eloy, we haven't gotten to see this year.
Glaber's on the Yankees. So
Glaber's
he's trash.
Gleyber is looking meh. Chris Paddock, I think. I mean, I'm biased because of the stuff he got into with Alonso was annoying and it made me dislike him. But for me,
I have my
it's
pick.
between Boehm and Verdugo.
I'm going with the Rip Titty Meister himself, Eloy Jimenez.
That's fair. That's not a bad choice.
I'm not gonna go with
That's probably
Verdugo
my
just
third.
because he hasn't super proved himself just yet. I'm still waiting a little bit more on him. It was 2020. His good year was 2020, and we always take 2020 with a grain of salt.
That's true. But, I mean, he's nice.
I'm going with Eloy. I'm going with Ant, the Rip Titty man himself.
Eloy's a really respectable choice, but I'm going to have to go Verdugo just because I do really like the way he plays, and
He's
I
good.
think he's underrated. Age 26. Holy crap.
Oh my!
We have a Rosarena,
We have-
Cody Bellinger, Shane Bieber, Kyle Lewis, Tommy
God.
Edman, and Yohan Moncada.
So we have a Cy Young winner, an MVP, a playoffs MVP, and 3 other assholes.
We have the Rookie of the Year candidate, a Cy Young winner, and an MVP. Wow. Well, I'm not looking at the bottom row at all.
All 3 of them are fantastic.
But when you put them up against the other 3,
Yeah, when you
they
look
mean
at the, When
nothing.
you look at the top row, it's like
No, I think it's pretty clear it's Bieber.
I don't know if it's pretty clear.
I
Nah,
don't think it's that
I think
cut
it's
and
pretty
dry.
clear it's Bieber.
I'm gonna go with Cody Bellinger.
That's respectable. I mean, it's clearly between Bieber Belly, but I'm going Team Bieber as well, just because I like my dominant pitchers.
Can't go wrong.
Oh
my
no.
God.
Age 27, we
Shit.
have Carlos
Pete Alonso's
Correa.
27? I thought he was 26.
27.
All right, let's see. We have age 27. We have Carlos Correa, Corey Seager, Alex Bregman, Pete Alonso, Shohei Ohtani, Jake Cronenworth, Lucas Giolito, Walker Buehler, Corbin Burns, and Josh Hader. Oh my God!
Again, of all these names, apart from what we've seen before, this one there's literally no going wrong.
You're wearing a Correa shirt. You're wearing an Altuve. Not Altuve. You're wearing an Ohtani jersey, and I'm wearing a Mets jersey. Where if I could have had a player on the blue jersey, it was probably going to be Pete Alonso.
If Ohtani wasn't on this list, it'd be Pete for me. But
Really? You'd pick Pete over everyone else minus Ohtani?
Over 3 of one of like the clutchest playoff players.
so I see a cheater, someone who's really nice that we saw in episode 2 who went super under the radar.
episode
Well,
one.
he won.
Yeah.
He won the 2020
Another
World
cheater
Series
who's
MVP.
arguably one of the better third basemen in the league anyway. My third favorite player on the Mets because it's
You don't
DeGrom
think Walker
McNeil.
Buehler's that nice?
He is, but it's Shohei. I'm sorry.
Gee, elites. This
I'm
is so
going-
hard.
I'm going with
so
Shohei.
hard.
Just because of my man love for this Japanese man.
It's hard to go against Otani, but I will. And I'm going to go. I would go Giolito, honestly, but I already went Bieber. So I'm going to go offense here, and I'm going to go Corey Seager.
See, it's like I would want to pick Shohei because he's the
two-way
player
yeah.
and he's killing it right now, but he's been injury prone, so it's hard. Corbin Burns is killing it this year.
Yep, not a single walk, 40 strikeouts.
He's killing it.
Crazy.
Josh Hader's such a dangerous closer. You cannot go wrong.
You can literally spin a wheel and I'll be happy.
Hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 10. 4. Pete Alonso it is.
All right.
Pete
so you
Alonso
go
it is.
Pete Alonso.
Thanks, Siri.
Respectable. All right, we got age 28. Brandon Woodruff, Tyler Glasnow, Francisco Lindor, Matt Chapman, Tim Anderson, Trea Turner, Ketel Marte, and your mean Mercedes.
Oh my God. They're all killing it
This
this
is
year,
crazy.
except Trey
And
Turner.
Francisco Lindor.
Oh my goodness, Ketel's hurt, but he's a monster. I'm narrowing it down to Glasnow.
Yeah,
Easy.
that's my pitcher.
Lindor, even though he's struggling, and Marte. Those are my final three.
What?
And it's not
Bro,
easy.
Brandon Woodruff is.
Leaving out Tim Anderson is hard. That's my
Yeah.
close fourth.
Only reason why I'm not gonna automatically go with Yerman Mercedes is it's his
You
first
can't
year.
go with Mercedes because
It's his first year.
We love him.
We love him.
We love
It's
him
just
so
it's his
much.
first year.
We
so I can't
stand him,
say-
but it's very hard right now.
I think mine's pretty close to yours. Glasnow, Lindor, and I'm honestly gonna say Tim Anderson instead of Ketel.
I just love Ketel so much.
He's really good.
He's such an amazing overall player. I'm going to go 1-2 Bieber Glass now. That'll be my 1-2 punch.
I think I'm gonna agree with you.
I'm going to wait for the olders for
I
later.
think I'm gonna have to go with Glass
I'm
now,
going with
just
Glasnow.
because Glass now has just been well, no,
Crazy
his
good.
first year was like pretty eh. Then once he went to the
past 3
Rays,
years have been nuts for him.
I think right now if Lindor wasn't struggling, I probably would have went with Lindor just
Yeah.
because from
And your homers.
like 16 to 19,
Top.
he was
top
arguably
five
like the
MVP?
best shortstop
Yeah.
in the
Top five
MLB.
MVP.
All right, 29.
29.
Oh.
That's just every clip.
No,
This
never
isn't
mind. This is easy.
fair.
This
This
is
another
easy.
grown- we
This
got-
is easy.
Manny Machado, Bryce Harper, Mookie Betts, Jose Ramirez, Chris Bryant, Trevor Story, Xander Bogaerts, Aaron Judge, Javier Baez, and Blake Snell.
That's just not
This is
fair.
easy.
This is hard.
This
How is this easy for
Mookie
you?
Betts.
Mookie Betts is a 5-tool player, but so is Jose Ramirez.
Yeah.
Arguably, so is Bryce Harper.
Mookie Betts is arguably the best player in the MLB.
I'm gonna go with Bryce Harper just because I've been on the hype train for Bryce Harper since day one. I've always have been, and I still think he's really good. He's had a few off seasons here and there, but I think that he'll start picking it up again.
Mookie Betts
I'm with Bryce
holding
Harper.
down that right field.
It's so hard to go against Mookie. I have to agree with you. But Jose Ramirez, Harper, Story.
Let your Puerto Rican bias hit you with Javi.
No, I'm all right.
You feel it.
Not
Xander
on this
Bogaerts.
list.
Xander Bogaerts.
No, not on this list. I mean, that whole top row.
It's all good.
The
Apart
whole,
from Chris
all 10
Bryant.
of them,
whole-
all
this-
10
this
of
If you
thing
can
is
trade
wild.
Chris Bryant for Blake Snell in the rows, I think top row would be the best one we've seen.
Chris Bryant is still nice.
We got to start seeing pictures now, I
Oh,
imagine. Pat Light.
I'm voting Pat Light just because he liked
Okay,
our
hold on,
post.
hold on.
I don't
Let me
know
give
if he watches these videos. I hope he does.
Let me give
But it's
a-
Pat Light because Pat Light struck out Mike Trout. Mike Trout
Who's
would have
also
been
on this list.
Mike Trout would have been the obvious, but because Pat Light struck him out,
No.
and I don't have any video proof of Trevor Bauer striking him out. It's Pat Light by default.
Now I have
Pat
two
Light.
favorites just for outside baseball reasons. First one is JT Realmuto. We were at the game where that
we
face
were at
happened.
the game where
Yes.
that face happened.
when whoever the pitcher's name was doing high
I
knees,
always forget his name, then it hits me again at random.
and then we saw that face after we left the game and we watched it back, and we saw his face. He was like,
It was pretty hilarious. This is a crazy list, but it's hard not to go Trout. I'm going Trout.
then Yelich. Me and Ed have that Yelich moment when he was still in the Marlins. Listen,
Yeah.
that's an OG moment. Christian dive.
That was all you.
It
It was
was
all you.
it was-
I don't care if it was behind home
It was
plate.
foul behind home.
You
plate.
should have dove for that.
My pick. I'm gonna have to go with Mike Trout. I'm sorry.
Yeah, how could you go against Mike Trout?
Because Pat Light struck him out. So it's Pat Light.
31, Rendon, Altuve, Mike Yaz, baby, Salvador
swear to
Perez,
God.
Max Muncy, and Garrett Cole.
I got my choice. I have my choice easy. My choice is gonna be, for the longest time, was my favorite second baseman in the game. It's gonna be Jose Altuve.
I'm going to go with Garrett Cole.
Really?
Garrett
You've been
Cole.
a noted Garrett Cole doubter.
You've been
I
Garrett Cole
don't
hater.
doubt. No, I don't doubt him. I just hate him, and the only reason why I hate him is because of MLB analysts always putting Garrett Cole ahead of Jacob DeGrom for whatever godforsaken reason. Who's the real ace in New York? Garrett Cole is number 7. DeGrom's 8. Garrett Cole number 1 pitcher. DeGrom number 2. And I'm like, but how and why? There are no stats to back this up. Mike Yastrzemski, get the out of here. Max Muncy, get the out of here. Salvador Perez, get the out of here. If you didn't tear your ACL, I would have said Rendon is nice. Altuve is nice. Altuve was nice before the cheating. He was even nicer during the cheating, and he's still nice after. But Garrett Cole, he's got the big money contract. He's finished
What, 300 million?
Yeah, he's finished top 5 in Cy Young voting. He's holding down the Yankees rotation right now. It's Garrett Cole.
I'm going Rendon. It's not easy, but I'm going Rendon.
Why not Yastrzemski?
Yeah.
Why would I pick Yastrzemski
That's your
over
top 5
Altuve?
MVP.
He's top 5 MVP.
He's top
Why is
5
he not
MVP.
best
He
30?
hasn't done it yet. Rendon has done it several times.
So you have no. So let's.
I think it was only one. I think it was only once, but
I think it was 2.
it was once in 2019.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was in the top 5 conversation.
Oh,
Top
I
five?
thought you meant winning MVP.
No.
In the top 5.
In the top 5.
I think 2 or 3.
32.
Who we got?
We got Freddie Freeman,
Wow.
Giancarlo Stanton,
Ooh.
Eric Hosmer, Anthony
I got my
Rizzo,
pick.
Whit
This is easy.
Merrifield,
This
and
is
George
easy.
I
Springer.
just have to see the first. Look at the smile on Freddie Freeman's face. He knows he won this.
It's
for
Freddie
me.
Freeman.
It's Freddie Freeman.
It's
Every
Freddie Freeman.
single year, he manages to do good.
Yeah, it's Freddie Freeman.
And I don't know how.
Stanton, good, but
I love Giancarlo Stanton, but
I
all
like,
injury
I like
power.
Mike Stanton.
if Giancarlo Stanton was on the Marlins still, he probably wouldn't be as injury prone. I think the Yankees are just cursed, similar to the Mets.
Eric Hosmer,
Your
good,
favorite
but
player.
not Freddie
Ant's favorite
Freeman.
player.
Anthony Rizzo, good, but not Freddie Freeman.
Nope.
Whit
Merrifield can
very
hit.
nice.
Probably better than Freddie Freeman
And can
for
steal better than Freddie
average,
Freeman.
and can steal better, but
he's
not better than
he's not
Freddie
gonna,
Freeman.
he's not gonna
Freddie
get
Freeman's
that.
like the
He's not gonna get
perfect
those home
all-around-
runs, those RBIs.
He's like, I think Freddie Freeman's like me 2 or 3 ticks under Challenge in terms of
chuck
all
this at
around
your
player.
head.
Yeah,
He's a great fielder. Hits for amazing contact. Hits for power when he needs to.
George Springer
He's
even
good.
played a game this year.
Not
Nope.
yet. He's
What?
still out with that lat. No, not a lat.
So thank God the
forgot
Mets
what it
didn't
was.
sign him.
And the thing, Mets fans are still tight about that.
I'm not upset about it
I'm
anymore.
not upset about it anymore.
Nope.
Well, Freddie Freeman, yeah, you win this
Yeah,
easily.
easy.
Easy. landslide.
33.
Starling Marte, Elvis Andrews,
Oh,
DJ
oh.
LeMahieu, Jacob DeGrom, Craig Kimbrell, and Clayton Kershaw.
I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say my vote like this. It's gonna be Jacob DeGrom.
Got me worried there for a second.
34, we got Paul Goldschmidt, Jose
Damn.
Abreu, Buster Posey,
Jesus
Michael Brantley,
Christ, who
Hyunjin Ryu, and big boy Lance
is
Lynn.
that beanbag filled with yogurt named Lance Lynn? Jesus.
I
Okay,
hope
well-
he sees this
I have my pick.
and fights you because
I
you'd get
will-
washed.
Well, he lost a lot of weight this
It
year.
will
he
be
did.
on
I'll say, I was
site.
like, he did not look like this when I saw him start. Finally, we have something all different.
Yeah, I mean,
We're all going
those
on our
are like-
biases.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Those
just
are
love
3
Buster Posey.
biases.
You love Buster
I just
Posey.
love
I
Buster
love
Posey. He's
Jose
so good.
Abreu, and you love Paul Goldschmidt.
Exactly. 35, we got Kluber, Sandoval, Blackman,
Chuck Nasty.
Locane, you, and Arrieta.
I'm going with Chuck Nasty just because he always manages to tear up aces.
I'm going with
I
you.
forgot what stat it was that
Chuck
I saw.
Nasty's not
when
doing
the
well
Mets
this
played
year.
The Rockies. I think DeGrom is the only ace that he cannot manage to get hits on.
Charlie Blackman is really, really good, and it sucks he's on the Rockies.
I'm going with you, Darvish.
Same.
You Darvish is doing really well. Jake Arrieta
That
went.
eephus. That
Now
eephus
he's
is-
slowly going up. Lorenzo Cain, meh. Corey Kluber has sadly been on the decline, and then Pablo Sandoval, yeah. Yeah.
Pablo
He's
Sandoval.
got some like clutch home runs.
He's gotten 2 pinch hit home runs.
36.
36, David Price, the closer
Ooh.
now. Josh Donaldson, Evan Longoria, and
Asdrubal Cabrera. He's on the Diamondbacks. Why? I was there for that game.
Look at you.
I was there.
I think my choice is going to be Evan Longoria.
Really?
I'm going Josh
He
Donaldson.
was after David Wright. He was one of my favorite third basemen while I was like growing up.
That's cool.
He was always
I'm
top.
going
like,
Josh
he was always
Donaldson.
up there, one of my favorites.
Josh-
Watching him and Carl Crawford tear up on the Rays was always so much fun to watch for me.
I am also going to agree. Josh Donaldson.
37.
Yuli.
Max Scherzer.
I hate you, Jed
Why?
Lowry. Max Scherzer and John Lester. There's
Why?
a clear runaway here.
Yeah, it's Max. For me, it's Max Scherzer, then Yuli, then Jed Lowry.
No, I'm going with Mad Max and
Mad
then
Max
John
is
Lester.
easy. Yeah, me
I'm
too.
going Mad Max.
I'll go
and
Max Lester, but Max is the runaway.
No, I
Yeah.
go Max
Lester
Yuli.
used to be that guy.
But geez, Mad Max.
But
is
Key
30.
term used to be.
yeah,
he's
but if
really
I'm picking
37?
right now,
I
Mad
didn't
Max.
think he was that old.
Bro, we're old. We're getting old. They're getting old. I'm gonna have another crisis if we don't move on. What?
Mickey
Why
Oh.
the? Is it me or is Zach Greinke like? Is he cross-eyed?
Look,
Like, you know when the
it looks
monkey is hitting
It
the
looks like
drums?
Miggy can smell the doodle in his pants, and he's like, "It was him."
Joey Votto's laughing and Justin Verlander's just like happy his friend shit
Miggy
his
looks
pants.
like he caught Grinky red-handed, and
He's
Grinky's
like, "Oh, what
upset
are you
about
doing?"
it.
Joey Votto's like, I told you to do it," and then Justin Verlander's like, "Yes,
He
it
did
happened."
I'm going with Miggy here, Mr. Triple Crown.
I'm gonna
Okay,
go
that's
Justin
fair.
Verlander. I love Miggy. If
Even
I had
though
to
he's
pick,
hurt?
if I had to pick career right now, I'd go Miggy. But I'm going Justin
Even now,
Verlander.
putting
Take the injured
Miggy.
Verlander.
Yes,
I'm gonna go Votto.
of course you are. 39.
Cano versus Molina.
I got my pick. Easy.
Yachty.
Yachty or Molina.
I'm not a fan of Yachty, but I'm going Yachty.
Thanks, Cano. See you in hopefully never. Age 40. Wainwright versus Perez.
So either both the men who ruined the 2006 New York Mets, either the man who gave up the home run or the man that prevented them from winning. No one. No, you. I'm not picking no one.
I'm going with Adam Wainwright.
Same.
Yo, Oliver Perez's mustache is
Move on to
incredible.
41.
Called
We all knew this was gonna
it.
happen.
Pujols, baby.
But
care how
Nelson
good
Cruz
Nelson
is
Cruz
doing
is
so
doing.
much better.
I'm gonna go with Albert Pujols just because I want him to hit that 700.
I'm going Albert Pujols.
I wanna see
just
700.
because he's the greatest of all time.
Albert Pujols. I love Albert Pujols.
And he's just one of the nicest guys in baseball.
He's the machine.
Nelson Cruz, you're doing amazing. And
Yo,
I
we love you here. You're
Nelson
incredible.
Cruz, I have you. I love you. You're doing great.
Very good.
Hooray.
It's a great way to end
Surprise
the
Well
list.
played, guys. Well played, guys. Surprise bonus round.
I really-
Age 76.
Well, that was a great little game for us, producer Josh. Thank you for that.
No problem.
I love that. It's that time of the episode where we still got what happened on the internet this week.
A lot has
What I've
happened.
not, and it looks like you dug up some interesting things for us.
I always like to dig up nice juicy things. Jacob deGrom now has more RBI than earned runs allowed on this season. It was more for the comments that did it in for me. The Punisher 2442 says, "Okay, this was fun after one or two starts, but now it's actually a little scary. How is he so good?" Then Fender B. Bender, when all of those times the Mets made him sit in the dugout and watch his offense go out there and let him down, gave him the power to hit and become his own offense.
Very
And
true.
then New Jersey
Imperator?
Imperator. He's
NJ
from New Jersey, so how dare
Imperator,
he?
yeah. Imperator,
Jacob feeds
whatever.
off misery, and the last few decades have proved ample.
Yup.
So I had to pick that
I
for
think,
just
I
the
think
sheer
the Mets
accuracy.
figured it out. They're like, they saw Jacob deGrom carrying the whole game by himself. They're like, let's start giving him a little bit of help. So he doesn't work crest the
No,
check.
he decided he was going to help
He's
himself.
like, I'm taking this into my own hands.
And the
Yup.
Mets are like, they saw that and they're like, let's try to help him out a little bit.
Well, we have from Chance Music 9232 on Reddit. With the day off tomorrow, as of when this was posted, the Cubs will be 6-9 on 420.
That is incredible.
I can only assume what all the comments said. Nice. Yeah,
And that's all it was.
That's all it deserves.
Yup.
Nice.
that's kind of beautiful.
Yeah, no, it was poetic.
Amazing. Look at all these Redditors, baseball
Look,
fans.
from all different
agreeing.
sides
I-
of baseball
I can-
universe.
I can only take a picture of what was allowed on the phone screen.
The
so-
Twins, the Phillies, the Rays, the Twins, the Angels, the Mariners, all fans of baseball coming together
Nice.
To say nice.
to recognize a moment of beauty. And that's what we love and what we try to recognize meanwhile on the interwebs. So you know what?
Nice.
And now we got Talking Baseball from John Boy Media saying,
Yep.
wow, they hung this one up fast. And it's a bunch of people, old people. I don't know if that matters, but it's a bunch of people
at an art museum.
at an art museum. I think that's the Louvre where the Mona Lisa is hung.
Yeah, it is.
Looking at
not cultured.
Fernando Tatis covering his eye in the debacle, stupid debacle, but hilarious debacle that happened with Trevor
See,
Bauer.
The thing is that actually made me like Trevor Bauer a little more was that he was like, why can't he celebrate? Like, he should be able to celebrate.
He's always advocated for that.
And like, I like
Yup.
that. He's like one of the only pitchers who
He's
openly said
He's
it.
been advocating for that.
He
for
advocated
forever.
for Tatis last season when he hit the grand slam on the 3-0 pitch.
So it was kind of
Yeah.
great to see them banter a bit. But this is great. Next up, we have
oh, yeah.
on Twitter.
At the time of me taking this picture, the AL West spelled out asshat.
And
That's amazing.
and someone just happened to tweet out all the pictures
The
of
hats
the
together.
hats next to each other. And we got an ass hat.
All right, we're going to have to
Ad.
do this here.
All right, next we have a tweet from Trevor Bauer,
Bauer.
himself.
Oh, speak of the devil.
And he's talking about Tatis, that whole
Oh, I
debacle.
saw this.
He says, if you need to know what pitch is coming that badly, just ask Daddy next time, Tatis. You know I ain't scared, homie. Because for those that don't know, Trevor Bauer accused Fernando Tatis of peeking down at the signs Will Smith was giving him, which, is not right. It would be
Allegedly.
cheating. But it's virtually impossible. So that didn't happen.
Allegedly.
So we have Bauer tweeting that out. And then Tatis tweeted out this image of him holding Bauer as a baby and said, tranquilo, hijo, which means roughly, calm down, kid. You know what I respect about Bauer, although it's goofy as hell? He will always come for the smoke, even though he loses every time.
I'm more curious if Tatis did the Photoshop himself or had someone he knows
It looks
did
like
it
he
for
did it
him.
himself on his phone because it's not like the cleanest.
I don't
cutout.
know. Maybe I can't do that shit. Maybe he don't know how to do that shit.
Well, that's meanwhile on Interwebs.
That's a great way to end that.
A
Meanwhile, Interwebs.
great week
That's a great way to
great
end
of
week
things
on
on the interwebs.
Now, the one I've been waiting for personally is the bunt of the week. Now, there are a lot of bunts this week, a lot of good ones, a lot of ones that beat the shift. But there's only
Which we always love to
Well,
highlight.
I'll say majority of our picks beat the shift.
most of them beat the shift that we cover here. Here's someone who got close. Who got close? It came down to the wire for who won and who's honorable mention. And
It was actually inside baseball here. It was a tied vote amongst the four
it was a
of us.
tied vote.
Yeah.
But
Who should win and who should be the honorable mention? But Pinoy being the tiebreaker this week, well, you'll see.
You'll
Let's see what honorable
figure that
mention
out
is.
real quick.
let's see who's an honorable mention this week. Yeah, I think it was by the name of Joey Gallo, who let's look at this bunt. And bang. Ooh.
Right against the shift
Right
and
against
got
the-
the run in.
And got an RBI.
Oh, it's like watching a game of me and Gabe.
This
That would be the show.
I just want to say there was another bunt that was highlighted, one of the 15 bunts this week, that was also against the Angels who are playing the shift. When will the shift stop?
Ban the shift. Ban the shift, please.
When will the shift stop? Just keep beating it.
I
Joey
just-
Gallo, who does not have that
who
impressive
has
of a speed,
who has no business bunting ever.
got a RBI single because you played a dumb shift on him.
Let's give me a nice drum roll. No, we know exactly who it is. I'm wearing his jersey. It is Mr. Shohei Ohtani. Let's see what he
bunt.
let's see this beautiful
against
bunt.
against Rangers, same series.
Same series. Let's look at this. And
Look at that launch angle.
Even his bunts have
even his bunts have even when he's bunting, he's looking for a home run.
The
The
I don't
pitcher,
know
if
who
the
this
pitcher would have
pitcher
dove,
is.
he would have been out.
I don't know who this pitcher is, Yang, but he even had a laugh.
He's
Because
like,
he was
"Damn."
just like, what was that? It floated right over his head perfectly into the dead
It found
area.
that little soft spot.
He put down a fantastic. That was a real heads-up bunt. That was a fantastic bunt.
It was great. It was
It
amazing.
was pretty funny to
And I
watch.
love you, Shohei Ohtani. I always will. So that's
It
why
was a goofy old bunt, but it was
He
a
hits
nice
home
bunt.
runs.
he throws
He
100
gets
miles an hour.
strikeouts. Throws 100 miles an hour.
And he bunts.
And he bunts.
What don't you do, Shohei Ohtani?
Steal.
Well, that's another great episode wrapped up. Episode 5, Week 4 baseball.
Nice little recap.
That's a
of
recap.
Episode 1 month in.
Thanks for tuning in this week, and hopefully we see you again next week with a little more, with some more interesting stuff.
Are you going to wear the Shohei jersey again?
You may as well. You may as well
I'm
just
gonna
wear the
wear
Shohei jersey.
every episode now. Thanks for coming.
Ohtani. Every week.
Keep bunting, baby.
Yeah.